jumping the barrels. So I'm going to lay the barrels down, then give him a space and ask him to go through that space. So we know he gets a little bit claustrophobic when he has to go between things. I'll let him go through there. Yeah. So the first opening there was a little bit too narrow. He wasn't quite sure. So allowing him to go through this first one then gives him more confidence to go through the second one. And what I want to see here is that he goes through without a big deal. So that last time he got a little concerned. Yeah, much better. Very little concern that time. So now I'm going to disengage. Send him back the other way. And see what he's like going this direction. Nice. So now I'll set it up, just make it a bit smaller, and see can he negotiate through that. Yeah, pretty good. Change direction. Good. So now I'm going to close the gap up and see what he thinks of that. Can he find his way over it now instead of through it? Every time he tries, I leave him alone. Helping him. Good. Yeah. That was nice. So we're just getting him to think over instead of through there. But we just help him. When he quits thinking about going over, I'm there to help. When he's thinking about it, I leave him alone. And there he quit, so I'm going to help him. And good. Leave him alone and help. Good. And then leave him and help him. See, and that changes in a moment. He might think about it just for a second and then he quits. So I just keep asking, keep helping him. Because he's just like, well, I'll just throw my antics and see if I can get rid of that annoyance. So I don't do more, I just stay with it. I just keep helping him. See, and he went over the one time and he got a little bothered with it. Now he's like, no, I really don't want to do that again. So he's not thinking about it, so I help him. That's the key here. Whether you're introducing him to the barrels here, or to the tarp, or to the trailer, whatever it is that he might be concerned about, is if he's trying, if he's thinking about it, You leave him alone. If he's not, you're going to help him. Good boy. There, he's not, so I'm just going to help him a little bit. The more he checks out, the more I ask. Yeah. So that was a nice try, so I'm going to just have him change direction and go back the other way. Keep helping him. Just showing him, and he gets a little offended that you tag him, touch him. Just like when we, in the riding part of it, good boy. And that time I didn't, because he really gave me a nice try. And then he was like, oh, I'm leaving. Set it up again. Good boy. Help him. So when he quits thinking about it, then I do something. Good. And what I'm going to do is open the gap back up. Because he got bothered. Now he thinks, oh, I can't do it. So we'll give him something that he knows he can do again. Don't want him checking out though. Attaboy. Attaboy. Good. Yeah. So we're just getting him to think about things, and he's kind of like, I don't really want to think about those things. Requires concentration. Good. Ah, good boy. There is another side over there. Good. So if he wants to go over the barrel, he can go over the barrel, or he can go through the crack. Attaboy. Attaboy. So it's those hind feet that really concern him. And that's good information to know. Because I hadn't seen a lot of that in all the previous work. So that's some things that I'm going to work on. Ah, better. Ask in the other direction. pushing through me. So I just keep tagging him. It doesn't have to be hard or heavy, but it has to be enough that he feels it and he notices. So I'm going to disengage the hind and the front. It's like, I know. Offer it back up to him. Attaboy. Attaboy. So, disengage the hind again and bring the front end around. Send them back to the barrels. Attaboy. So I'm asking that front to come through, and he just keeps pushing on me, and that's becoming a habit, so I just stayed there with him until he made that change. Yeah, I know. So he's just working through some things here. I'm not going to get upset about all of that. I just keep helping him. He doesn't know. And then mine's leaving, so I help him out. Keep showing him the answer. Keep releasing every time he gives a good try. And then, good boy. So again, he's like, well, I'm just going to run off. So I keep the stick and string going on his front end, because that's where he wanted to push through me. You could go into disengaging again too, but what I'm feeling with him, nice, good boy. And I'm going to let him hang out there for a little bit. Let him get okay with that. It's much better than it was. And then ask again, because now his mind is checking out. Good. Alright, so we're set it up again. See if he's okay with it. Yeah, good. That was nice. Now I'm going to disengage. Send him back the other way. See if we can get him walking. Excellent. Close the gap up just a little. It's like, but that's a little different. Yeah, very nice. Good boy. So I'm going to close it a little bit more, and now he'll think he can go through, and maybe he can, but he'll probably have to go over. At least yeah, very nice. Good boy. he's got a totally different look in his eye now than when he did earlier. He's just like, oh, okay, whatever. That's really nice. That's what we're looking for. Is that he's just like, okay. And that's why we have to stay with it until we get that change. I'm just asking him to back up because he's kind of crowding me a little bit and just ignoring me. My life's coming up and I'm saying, step back. Thank you. So he still has to remember the fundamentals. I've got a little bit smaller of a gap. Yeah. At least he's not totally freaking out when he touches the barrel with his hind legs. So that's real good. We'll see what he thinks of. Good boy. And that was good. Again, he didn't check out. He got a little concerned, but nothing major. And we set it up. He's like, oh, there's no gap left. Yes, figure out how to pick his feet up. Good. Good boy. Just keep helping him. There he's checking out. And if he's really trying, he kind of gets stuck right there, then I'll just send him off the other way. And see if he can, that breaks up the pattern a little bit, so I'm going to see if he can just go this way. Good boy. Like, well, I'll just push the barrel out of the way. Another nice try, so I'll open it up again. Good. Hey, good boy. Helping them. Yeah. Atta boy. Yeah. So real nice release there. Just working through a lot of stuff here. Up on disengage. Again, this is where the disengagement is very important because he was just like, I'm leaving. done with this. So I'm just going to disengage him, set him up again. And bring him on back. This guy isn't really a fear horse. You know, he's a little concerned with it when he gets on around his hind feet, but it's really not fear. It's more just like, no, I don't think so. That's not really, you know, what I want to do. Because he doesn't really know, but that was nice because he actually jumped the bear a long way. Oh boy. Don't push through me. So disengage, send the front back over, and go right back into what I was doing. No big deal. Because the more, if I would get upset right here, like, oh, you horse, that just takes away from him. Makes things worse. The more your emotions come up, the more his emotions go up. So we just spend the time. Good boy. There's a real nice thought there. So he was thinking over instead of through it or back the other direction. Good boy, good boy. And I'm going to let him have that. Really give him that. Because that was the first time he actually thought about picking up and going over instead of, you know, pushing through and getting worried or, you know, concerned or running back the other way, all those things. So, give him a little bit there. And then let's see if we can do this again. See what he thinks. Yeah, that was nice. Real nice. Good boy. Because he just thought about it for a little bit. It's like, no, I don't think so. And then he went for it. I'm going to see, can we get one more time? That same thing. Yep, good. And I'm going to leave it right there with that. Because he went for it pretty much without hesitating. Yes, the barrels aren't perfect there, but he really tried, and he gave me 3 really nice tries, and actually the last one there wasn't hardly any hesitation. He just went right on up and over with it, and that's what I'm looking for is, you know, to get to that point. You may not get all that in one session. You know, if you can get them to just go through the barrels the first day, that's fine too. You know, and slowly work up to it. So, but eventually you get to where the barrels are all lined up and he just goes over without any concern. So, thank you for your time. See you next time.